merchandise. Cash for the button hooks.
Cash for the cotton goods. Cash for the hard goods.
Cash for the soft goods. Cash for the fancy goods.
Cash for the nubbins and the biggins and the frickin'.
Cash for the hogshead, casket, and damajon. Cash for the crackers and the pickles and the flies.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where'd you get it?
What do you talk?
You can talk, you can talk. You can bicker, you can talk. You can bicker, bicker, bicker. You can talk, you can talk. You can talk, 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 talk. Bicker, bicker, bicker. You can talk all you want, but it's discriminate once.
No, it ain't, but you got it on the territory.
White small T Ford made the troll, made the people want to go, want to get up and go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 22, 23 miles to the county seat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's gonna patronize a little bitty 2x4 kind of store anymore?
What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where'd you get it?
The Model T at all, the gander at the store, the modern store, at the present day store, at the present day modern departmentalized grocery store.
Look, what do you talk? 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 What do you talk?
Where'd you get it?
What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where'd you get it? You can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, 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 bigger, bigger, bigger. You can talk all you want, but it's discriminate once.
No, it ain't, but you got it on the territory.
Why, so you need a biscuit made troll made. You need to put the crackers in the packaging, You need a biscuit in an airtight sanitary package and the Cracker Barrel.
Obsolete.
Cracker Barrel went out the window. The mail pouch cup plug charmed by the stove. Change the approach to the traveling salesman. Made it pretty hard.
No, it didn't, but you got it on the territory.
Come on.
Gone the hogshead, casket, and demijohn. Gone the sugar barrel, milk can. Gone the tub and the pail and the tears.
Ever meet a fellow by the name of Hill?
Hill.
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 Hill?
Hill. Hill.
Hill!
No!
Just a minute.
Never heard of a fellow named Hill.
He doesn't know the territory.
Doesn't know the territory.
What's he falls on? Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his
Or
line.
the Cracker Barrel being obsolete, or the you need a biscuit in an airtight sanitary package of the Model T Ford.
Just a minute.
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
Or don't long things, just a bang beat, bell ring, a big call, freak, go, never every time I pull a size salesman. Hill.
It's fine.
He's a fake, and he doesn't know the territory.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
He's a music man.
What?
He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in town with the big trombones and the red cut drums and the big breastplates, and the piccolo uniforms too, with the shiny gold braid and the coat and the big black flags running.
Well, I don't know much about bands, but you do know you can't make a living on big trombones. No, sir. Now in pigs, perhaps, and here and there Jews are.
No, fella says bands, boys bands. Don't know he does it, but he lives like a king. And he dollies and he jealous and he puffs and he shines. And when the man dances, certainly boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly boys, what else? The piper pays him.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So he has another territory.
First City Junction, population 112. Cigarettes illegal in this state.
Well, if you're all through, I'll tell you about Harold Hill.
You really met Harold Hill?
Never met him before in my life, but I know this much. He's given every one of us a black eye. After he's worked the town over, the next salesman to arrive automatically is tarred, feathered, and known as a city limits on a rail. Yeah, you can that, buddy. Wait until it happens to you. Your hair on your arms never grows back.
But why should he get right out of town on the rail?
Because in order to sell band instruments, uniforms, and instruction books, she's got to guarantee to teach the kids how to play.
Well,
and form him into a band with himself as a leader.
what's wrong with that?
He don't know one note from another, that's what's wrong with that. He don't know a bass drum from a pipe organ. And I'll tell you one other thing about this guy. If you ever meet him, and if I ever meet him, I'm going to squeal him so loud.
Wow, Charlie, you're sure a man. Sure like to catch up with that fellow when you get around with him.
We won't be on this trip. Not now, anyway. Not even the great Professor Harold Hill will try to sell those neckboy Hawkeyes out there.
But, gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try.
Don't believe I caught your name.
Don't believe I dropped it. Could you kindly direct me to the center of town?
Runs right down the middle of the street.
Excuse me, neighbor. I'm a stranger here in town. What do you folks do around here for excitement?
mind our own business.
Could you tell where I can find a good hotel?
Go to the farmhouse in Chicago.
You people sure know how to make somebody feel at home.
There's nothing halfway about the Ottawa way to treat you and we treat you, which we may not do at all. There's an Ottawa kind, it's special to my show, attitude that never been without what we recall. We can be cold as a falling thermometer in December if you ask about our weather in July. And we're so fine, gosh, summer we can stand touching noses for a week at a time and never see eye to eye.
What the heck? You're welcome. Join us at the picnic. You can have your fill of all the food you bring yourself.
You really ought to give Iowa a try, reminding you are contrary. Morning, Marishan.
It is if you want to go around in drawers all day.
And there I was, in the Madison Hospital, and nobody come to see me. Cousin Will never come, and Bertha never come. Your Aunt Bertha's dead. Oh, well, she wouldn't have come anyway. Cold as a falling thermometer in December if you ask about our weather in July. And we're so fine, gosh, summer we can stand touching noses for a week at a time and never see eye to eye. But we'll give you our shirt and a bag to go with this in your brochure up into
What the heck? You're welcome. Glad to have you with us, even though we may not ever mention it again.
You really ought to give Iowa, Hawkeye, Iowa, Dubuque, Des Moines, Davenport, Marshalltown, Mason City, Keokuk, Ames, Clearly, wants to give Iowa a try.
J.C. Squires, I'm interested in representing if you can accommodate me.
Then I expect you ought to see the man in charge of hiring rigs, who was late as usual.
Marcellus!
Gregory, you old son of a gun! But Greg,
Professor Hill's the name, Harold Hill.
but Greg, what are you doing here? Why didn't you let me know you was coming?
I didn't know it was myself. Besides, how could I know you'd end up in a little tame town like this? Probably you're a pretty big sleeper and you're in the business with me.
Too many close shaves the way you were. Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl. Ethel Tuffenmeyer. Well, she's a boss's niece.
So you got legitimate, huh? I always knew you'd come to no good.
So, what's the new pitch? Oh, no, Greg. You're not back in the band business. I heard you was in steam automobiles.
Well, it was.
What happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
No.
Now give me the lowdown here, Mars.
Greg, you'll never get anywhere with these stubborn Iowans. Besides, we got a stuck-up music teacher who'll expose you before you get your bag unpacked.
Male or female?
The music teacher, she's a librarian. Female.
Perfect, that's what I wanted to hear. What else can you make to see her?
I will, so, how you gonna start the pitch?
Same old way to keep that music teacher off balance. Our next step would be to get your town out of the serious trouble it's in.
River City isn't in any trouble.
We'll have to create some. Gotta create a desperate need in your town for a boys band. You never know what's new around here. What can I use?
Nothing. Oh, except the billiard bar just put in a brand new pool table.
Must have seen a pool table before.
No, only billiards.
That'll do. See you later, Mars. And don't forget, music teacher.
Music teacher. Music teacher. Music teacher. Yeah.
You're Mr. Dunlop.
Yeah?
Well, either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I see trouble right here in River City, quite sure I'm a billiard player. Certainly very proud to say, most mighty proud to say. I consider that the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are gold. Help you cultivate horse sense, and a cool head, and a keen eye. Should ever take a try to get an ironclad leave to yourself with a 3-reel clear shot. But just as I say it takes judgment, brains of maturity, score and ball, blind game, I say that it flew. Can take and shove a ball in a pocket, and I call that slop. First big step on the road to the depths of stage today. I say first, medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pinchback suit. And listening to some big out-of-town Jasper here and tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trot race, no, but a race they set down right on the horse. Like to see some stuck-up jockey boy setting on Dan. Half baked blood boil, life should sing. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in a table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital P that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. And all week long, the River City youth will be frittering away. I say your young men will be frittering away their noontime, supper time. Short time too. Get the ball in the pocket. Never mind getting dandelions pulled to the screen or packed to the beefsteak house. Never mind pumping any water till your parents are caught with a cistern empty on a Saturday night, and that's the trouble. Yes, you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the knickerbocker shirts and the young ones. Peeking in the pool hole when they're at school. You got trouble, folks. Right here in River City. Trouble with a capital T that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. Now I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on with loafing around that holiday trying out Bevo, trying out Cubans, trying out tailor-mades like cigarette beans, and bragging all about how they're gonna cover up the telltale breathless sense. And one fine night, they leave the pool hall, head for the dancing armory, Liberty Bennett, Scarlet and ragtime. Shameless, use a little grab here, son. Your daughter to the arms of the jungle, animal instinct, mass hysteria. Frenzy, idle brain is the devil's playground trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
With a capital T that rhymes with P and that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
Gotta figure out a way to keep our young ones moral after school.
Our children's gonna have trouble.
Mothers of River City. Heed the warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbocker? They load the knee. Start to memorize jokes from Captain Billy's whispering. Are certain words creeping into his conversation. Words like swell. And so is your old man. And so, my friends, we got trouble. Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
Capital T that rhymes with P and that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
Remember the Maine, Plymouth Rock, and the Golden Rule.
Our children's gonna have trouble.
Oh, we got trouble. We're in terrible, terrible trouble. Like game with the 15 number balls and the devil's too.
Devil's too.
Yes, we got trouble, trouble, trouble.
Oh, yes, we got trouble here. We got big, big trouble.
With a T.
With a capital T.
That rhymes with P.
That rhymes with P.
That stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
Did you drop your?
No.
Didn't I meet you in?
No.
I'll only be in town a short while.
Good. That's you, daughter? Yes, Mama. Keep on, Emma Rose. I'll be there in a minute. possibly can. Don't get faster, dear.
Well, if you don't mind me saying so, I went to Perch Handy to find out what the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted, Mama.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Ball's.
Excuse me for living, but I never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with the same old comment about the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mama, as long as the mass of public library was entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I cannot my concern that relates to River City keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, when a woman has a husband and you've had none, why should she take advice from you? Even if you can't hold balls like Shakespeare and all them other highfalutin Greeks.
Mama, if you don't mind me saying so, you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
Now I haven't changed the subject, I was speaking of the stranger.
What stranger?
With a suitcase, maybe your very last chance.
Mama, do you think that I'd allow a common fashion now? Really, Mama, I have my standards where men are concerned, and I have no intention.
I know all about your standards, and you don't mind me saying so. There's not a man alive who can hope to measure up to nothing of Paul. But you take and know once you can contemplate for yourself and your Irish imagination of the standards and your library full of books.
That isn't the best I've ever heard. Thank you. Can I have a drink, please? May I have a drink, please? You may.
Winthrop, it's after dark. Is there a way to walk into the house? That won't do at all. I'll have a kiss from the boy. That lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop.
Well, Winthrop, where's your manners?
I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you please come? I would especially like it very much if you come with us.
Well, Winthrop, Amaryllis has asked you to her party. Are you going to Arnshire?
No.
No what?
No, thank you.
You know the little girl's name.
He won't say Amaryllis because of the X, because of his lips. He's ashamed.
We know all about his lisp, Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop?
I bet he won't say it. No, thank you, Amaryllis. Amaryllis! Amaryllis! He's crying. Why does he get so mad at people just because he lives? It's not only because he lives, it's Amaryllis. That's just part of it. Well, what's the other part? Never mind, dear. Except that he never talks very much. Not even to you and your mother? No, dear. We all have to be a little patient. I'm patient, even though he doesn't ever talk to me. But I do him. Every night I say goodnight to him on the evening star. You have to do it the very second you see it, too, or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep tight. Oh, dear darling, don't cry. You have lots of time. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else. Never. I'll end up an old maid like you. I'm sorry, Miss Bennett. Can I play my content piece? May I play my content piece? You may. You see, without a
Squires, and there's fine scale position slides. And to Ethel Toffmeyer, and her fine piano player, piano. As mayor of River City, I welcome ye River City citizens to the 4th of July exercises set up indoors here in Madison Gymnasium, Calendar Weather. Score! The members of the school board will now present the patriotic tableau. The members of the school board will not present a patriotic tableau. Some disagreement about costumes, I suppose. Instead, the wonton ye girls of the local wigwam of Hiawatha will present a spectacle of my wife. In which my wife, Yuleon Kekni Shin, will take a leading part. Mrs. Shin will recover. Oh, thanks to our sick young prophet was a disgrace to our city. Four score! The Payne's fireworks spectacle, the last days of Poppy Eye, will take place, provided there's no rain, at 9:30 to be the fall meadow across the creek from the Best House.
How can it be raining? Didn't the Gazette predict fair?
Sure did, Hubert. That's why we all prepare for a storm.
Well, you say it's accurate most of the time, and you know you wouldn't get thrown in the bacon, but it's been accurate most of the time.
Stop giving your mother! Four score!
Number 8's late again.
I make her early.
Oh,
No, she's late, all right.
she's right on time. She's matter with you. All the girl I ever said was on.
Never mind! Four score!
We heard there was a pool table in town.
Well, yeah, that's what I heard! Yeah, but, will you please allow me to get on with my
Let's protect
exercises?
our children.
Protect our children! Corruption!
Smite that devil and keep our young boys pure.
Your boy!
We don't want any more pool
Wait,
tables
you're
back
back
here
here.
ever again. Friends, may I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with this trouble, friends, with a wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize River City Boys Band. Oh, think, my friends, how could any pool table ever hope to compete with the gold trombone? Ra, 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 da, 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 ra, ra. Remember, friends, what a handful of trumpet players did to the famous fabled walls of Jericho. Oh, billiard parlor walls come a-tumbling down. Oh, band of the Lord, my friends, oh yes, I mean a boys band ain't here. I say River City's gotta have a boys band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on hand. River City city's gonna have a boys band. As sure as the Lord made little green apples, and that band's gonna be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And you'll see the glitter of crashing cymbals, the thunder of rolling trumpets, the shimmer of trumpets, ta-ta-da! And you'll feel something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed. When Gilmore, Liberati, Pat Conway, the great creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. 76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets right behind. They were followed by rows and rows of finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones cut the morning sun, with 110 cornets right behind. There were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horse of every shape and kind. There were copper-bottom timpani and horse platoons, thundering all along the way. Double-bell euphoniums and big bassoons, each bassoon having his big band to say. There were 50 mounted cannon in the battery, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size and trumpeters who'd improvise a full octave higher than the storm.
Only accepting I'm not going home. I have to go to school
the young lady home by way of the library, by way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
Oh, you have that.
Yes, sir. Ye God.
Professor, you're a pretty bright young fellow. You made a couple mistakes, though.
Oh?
The mayor happens to own that billiard pile and that new pool table.
Oh, and what was my other mistake?
That's Anita. She's the mayor's oldest girl.
Just a minute, Professor Hill. We'd like to have your credentials.
Academic
School board.
certificates. Nothing of the kind.
Letters, papers.
Make him put up a bond.
Gentlemen, what am I hearing? You, sir. Say ice cream.
Ice cream, young man, but I don't
What's
sing
up
it.
then? Down here.
Ice cream.
Tops. Oh.
Ice cream. Ice cream.
See, sing is just now you, sir, right here.
Ice cream.
Now you, sir.
Ice cream.
Now you, sir.
Ice cream.
Ladies, now you'll never see one of those men without the other three.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. Why, they've hated each other for 15 years.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
How can there be?
Any sin insincere? Where is the good in goodbye? In goodbye. Your apprehensions confuse me, dear. Puzzle and mystify. Mystify, tell me, what can be fair in farewell, dear, while one single star shines above? How can there be any sin insincere? Aren't we sincerely in love? Oh, we're in
I don't suppose you live alone or anything.
No.
I have some wonderful caramels over at the hotel.
Mr. Hill.
Professor Hill.
Professor of what? At what college do they give a degree for annoying women on the streets, like a Saturday night rowdy at a public dance hall?
I wouldn't know about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary, Indiana. Gold medal class of '05.
Even should that happen to be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? Another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as some of the people in this town. And I think it only fair to warn you that I've got a shelf full of reference books in there, which may very well give me some interesting information about you.
Greg.
Oh, hi, Marcellus. Don't call me Greg.
How'd you make out with the music teacher?
Scrumptious. Ate out of my hand the minute I tipped my hat.
She did? Boy, did you quite a swap tonight. For a minute, even I thought you knew something about leading the band. Just like when you used to imitate that fella back in Joplin.
Yeah. All kids up. I'm in rare form these days, son. Just you keep your eye on me for the next 4 weeks.
4 weeks? It only used to take 10 days for the instruments to arrive.
It still does. But it takes 4 weeks for the uniforms.
Oh, no, Greg. You haven't added uniforms.
Uniforms and instruction books.
Instruction books? But you can't pass yourself off as a music professor. I mean, not for any 4 weeks.
Mars.
But Greg, you don't even know one note from another.
Ah, but I have a revolutionary new method called the Think System. where you don't bother with notes.
Fred, in 4 weeks, you'll have to lead a band of people going to be screaming for music.
When the uniforms arrive, they forget everything else. At least long enough for me to collect and leave. This is a refined operation, son. And I've got it timed right down to the last wave of the brakeman's hand, the last train into town. Now, Mr. Washburn, if you'll excuse me.
Gonna line yourself up a little canoodling, huh?
Got something to check out of the library.
Say! I can fix you up with Ethel's sister. Lovely girl. Well, she teaches Sunday school.
No wide-eyed, eager, wholesome, innocent Sunday school teacher for me. That kind of girl spins webs no spider ever. Listen, boy. A girl who trades on all that purity. Merely wants to trade my independence for her security. The only affirmative she will file. A person marching down the aisle, oh golden, glorious, gleaming, pristine goddess. No, sir, for no Diana do I play fawn. I can tell you that right now. I snarl, I hiss. How could ignorance be compared to bliss I spark? I fizz. For the lady who knows what time it is, I cheer. I rave. For the virtue I'm too late to save. The Saturday was a girl for me. No crying, blushing, no to that kind of child ties knots, no sailor ever do. I prefer to take a chance on a more adult romance. No Julia missing keeps resisting. All the time she keeps insisting. The one-eyed and females. No sir, cause she's the fisherman, I'm the fish you see. Lost, I flinch, I shy. When the last of the delicate air goes by, I smile, I grin. When the gal with the touch of sin walks in, I hope and I pray for Esther to win just one more day. The sadder but wiser girl's a girl for me. The sadder but wiser girl for me.
We're
Chip, 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 chip.
Let's come in and dance. We need your attention.
Yes, of course. I'm just tomorrow over the hotel. Good night, ladies.
Chip, 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 pick a little more, pick a little talk, pick a little talk. Chip, 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 pick a little talk, pick a little talk. Chip, 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 pick a little more, pick a little talk, pick a little talk. Chip, 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 pick a little more, pick a little talk.
It's all right. I know everything and it doesn't make any difference.
What are you talking about?
Mr. Madison, you are probably very empathetic. Anyone can make a mistake.
What?
No apologies, no explanations. You see, I'll only be in town a short while, and the sadder the wiser girl for me.
Will you please make your selection and leave?
But I have.
What do you want to take out?
The librarian.
Quiet.
The librarian. You're not listening, Marion. Look. Marion. Marbles. 6 steelies, 8 aggies, a dozen peewees, and 1 great big glass with an American flag in the middle. I think I'll drop.
No!
Madam Librarian. Oh, what can I do, my dear, to make it clear? I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion, heaven help us if the library caught on fire, and the volunteer rose brigade met, and to whisper the news to Marion. Madam Librarian. Oh, what can I say, my dear, to make it clear? I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marion, if I stumbled and I busted my whatchamacallit, I could lie on your floor unnoticed till my body had turned to carrion. Madam Librarian. Now in the moonlight, a man was singing. In the moonlight, and I felt the window that it's darling. I heard every word of his song with the moonlight helping along. But when I tried in here to tell you, dear, I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marion, it's a long lost cause I can never win with a civilized world except since I'm forget humble sin. Any talking out loud with any librarian such as Marion. Madam Librarian. I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion, it's a long lost cause I can never win. This civilized world except since I forgave almost sin. Any talking out loud with any librarian such as Bear Marshmallow. Oh, Tommy.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Well, we've had a pretty good morning. 11 sails out of 12 tries. You know, it's getting pretty late, so why don't you go home and get yourself some dinner?
All right, goodbye, Professor.
Thanks, Tommy.
Just a minute here. Are you listening? You haven't got a license.
Why, no, Mayor Shin. I collect doorbells, and this particular model has an unusual tone quality that...
The lottery will not avail you. Soliciting is statutory in this county. No business without a permit. Why haven't you been down to City Hall with your references?
Just missed you, I... Mr. Mayor, your hand.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
That's spread little finger. It's hereditary.
It is? What does that mean?
It means that your son's little finger is perfectly situated to operate the spit valve in the B-flat flugelhorn.
Is that good?
Good means that America is fine producing artists who can flugel the minute 12 to 50 seconds.
Where can I get one of these horns?
Sign here, Mr. Mayor. Well, this makes it right here.
Well, just think. I could have missed this so... Just a minute! I haven't got his son! You want to give You'll be down to know if your bike up there's at 3 o'clock!
Okay, this afternoon?
I couldn't make myself any plainer if I was quicker on his day off!
Miss Peru, do you realize you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I don't know if I understand you entirely, Professor.
Well, if your boy has that same firm chin and those splendid cheek muscles, by George. Well, not that he could ever really be great, you understand, but...
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Bridget, why not?
Well, all the really great cornet players are Irish. O. Clark, O. Mendez, O. Klein.
But Professor, we are Irish.
No, really? That clinches it. Let me get you out of sheet. Well. Sign here, madam. Your boy was born to play the cornet. Fine, that'll be $7 in earnest money. And of course I need the boy's measurements for his uniform.
His uniform?
Oh. Hello there, son. Why, certainly his uniform. And there won't be a penny due till delivery, which gives him 4 weeks to anticipate, to imagine, at no cost whatever. Never allow the demands of tomorrow to interfere with the excitement and pleasures of today.
Did it have,
A stripe? Why, certainly, my boy. A wide red stripe on each side. Now, what do you think of that?
You'll have to excuse Winter, Professor. We can't get to say 3 words a day. You to us. But if you can come to play in the band, well, you'll have St. Michael's on way with you. But if anybody can, I'll bet you can. Out of the crowd, I'm thinking to be a high carry, played by Smokin, Shamrock Waves, Lavendine Pigeon, Terrace Hall, Mistressing, and Irishman. You know the guitarists. Where are you from, my boy?
Gary, Indiana.
I knew it. Gary. Where did you say?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
Was she now?
Well, not of Miss Peru.
But I was, yeah.
Of course, Peru. I thought the name sounded familiar. I've been trying to see you since the other night.
He wants to put Winthrop in the band.
We're not interested, Mama.
But Marion, the boy may have his father's musical gift. He does have my jaw, you know.
Your husband musical? Well, I'd like to have a talk with him.
Do you burst on everyone's home like this, prying into personal affairs? We're not interested.
Well, that's 1 for and 1 against. Now, why not let the boy's father
The
decide?
boy's father is dead. Anything else?
Oh, I am sorry. But that's all the more reason your brother should have something like this.
My brother is a 10-year-old problem child who can't understand why his father was taken away. Would you care to explain it to him? He's been brooding about it for 2 years. As to your musical tricks, why don't you go into business with some nice carnival man who sells gold-painted watches and glass diamond rings?
Musical tricks? Well, Miss Peru, I hardly... You know, I think she likes the idea. A little caution, perhaps, but I admire that woman. Just keep me alive and I'll be back later in the week.
Oh, Professor, about the boy's measurements. I make all his clothes. Waist 18, sleeve 21, crotch 14.
Fine, that's all I need. Now I must get back to the hotel.
Oh, Professor, I do hope you'll excuse Marion. She's not really.
Oh, please, don't worry about a thing. No, I'm sure that at heart she's as lovely as yourself. Good day to you, Wood of Peru.
He gone? He has, and I hope not forever. Darling, don't you ever think of your future? Gary, Indiana, conservation class about 5. Now, darling.
Now, Mama, surely a girl's future doesn't depend on encouraging every fast-talking, self-centered, woman-chasing traveling man who comes to town. And the fact that he claims his commodity is music does not, in this particular case, impress me.
All right, darling, all right. Only it's a well-known principle. If you keep the flint in one drawer and the steel in the other, you'll never strike much of a fire.
Mama! Winthrop, I know you're there. Please go to the library and ask Miss Grubb to give you the book I set aside. It's a large brown volume with flat corners. The Indiana State Educational Journal, 1890 to 1910. You won't have to talk to anyone. I've written it all down. Thank you, dear.
Now what are you up to? What do you need books for at this time of night?
I have a feeling the Indiana State Journal may help me poke some large holes in the professor's claims.
All right, darling, all right. I give up. And at your age, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of boy do you expect to come right along?
Well, I'm not waiting for Luther Greener, who backs me into the ancient history shelf every time he comes into the library.
He does?
Or Ed Gamage and that buggy of his with the removable back seat. But I'm not waiting for a man in shining white armor either. Not a Lancelot, nor an angel with wings, just someone to love me, who is not ashamed of a few nice things. My white knight,
animation and you can't wiggle your fingers. And meanwhile, well, you could go blind. Tommy, Papa! Is that the first thing I said or not?
Yes, George.
Yes, the very first thing I said. Holly, hand the horse. Get that spell by schedule on the morning of July 4th, 1912. And now, look, my wife is dancing in any hours instead of in the home.
But George,
School of Four is singing up street and down alley instead of tending to school matters. My daughter's fooling around with some wild kid from the wrong side of town. And my business has fallen so far off, I can't find the balance sheet.
Mayor Shannon, I found something very interesting in this book about Professor Hill's alma mater,
His who?
his university.
Oh, I know all about that. In fact, that's the only thing I ever get out of him. Gary Conservative, class of Mark 5.
Mr. Shannon, if you just take time to read a little bit about the conservatory, I don't think you'll have to look further. It's on page...
Papa, the Wells Fargo wagon who's just coming up from the depot.
The Wells Fargo wagon at this hour? Impossible.
It could be the band instruments.
The band instruments!
Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. I wish I knew what it could be. I got a box of maple sugar on my birthday. In March I got a 3 American on. And once I got some grapefruit from nearby.
Montgomery Ward to be a bathtub and a cross-cut saw.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street of freezers and parts of COD. It could be fountain or dishes or a tub of water. Or it could be instruments, it could be
Something special.
something very, very special now.
Just for me.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. Oh, don't let it pass my door. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. I wish I knew what it was running for.
I got some salmon from Seattle, that's a good.
And I expected a rocking chair. I hope I get my wreath from Fresno.
The DAR have sent a cannon for the courthouse square.
The Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down. I don't know how I could ever wait to see. It could be something for someone who is no relation, but it could be something special. Just for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon, don't you dare to make a stop until you stop for me.
Here you are, Winthrop.
My cornet. Gee, thanks, Professor.
Then, you'll each receive individual instruction in due course. In the meantime, stay off the streets, get acquainted with your instruments, and think about the minuet in G. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da.
Sister, isn't this the most scrumpiest solid gold thing you ever saw? I never thought I'd see anything so scrumptious as this scrumpiest solid gold thing. Oh, sister.
Round one for you, Mr. Hill. But I better hear some by God tooting out of them horns in pretty short arms, or I'll see you in front of the grand jury down at the county seat. And now, Miss Marion, about that book.
Come on, George. Tempest Fugit.
You watch your phraseology. Go home if you want to. I get something from the librarian. About that book.
Lovely, ladies, lovely. Now turn. Take the body with you. Now let's have a go at our Grecian urns.
Now, gentlemen, if you're ready, and remember, ladies, don't let me tell you again, always keep your face towards the audience. All right, Mr. Dunlop.
It's you in the sunrise. It's you in my cup.
It's you all the way to town.
It's your sweet hello, dear, that sets me up. And it's your got to go, dear, that gets me down. It's you on my pillow in all of my dreams, till once more the morning breaks through. What words could be saner or truer or plainer than it's you? It's you.
Yes, it's you.
Oh, yes, it's you.
Hey, come on. Hey, please, kids, Mrs. She don't have my head.
No, I want to be entitled to 5 more minutes.
You think you can hold these kids without you know it? Remember, Mr. Washburn, ladies sitting in the Professor Hill taught us. All right. What'll it be? The Shaboopy! Now, a woman who kissed on the very first date is usually a hussy. And a woman who kissed on the second time out is anything but fussy. But a woman who waits till the third time around, head in the clouds, feet on the ground, she's the girl you're glad you found. She's your shaboopy, 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 shaboopy. The girl is hard to get. Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy.
But you can't win her yet.
Walk through wonders, raise the curtain, then you walk around twice, and you make for certain. Once more in the flower garden, she will never get sore. You beg her pardon. Do re mi fa sol la si do, si do so la mi re do. Please her once when she is looking, and you get a sweet speck of fancy cooking. And once more for a pet, forever she will never get sore. Her way to supper. La si do, si do. No sounds, no melons anyone can see. Look at her now, she's a go gal who only goes for me. Squeeze her once when she is looking, if you get a sweet speck that's fancy cooking. Once more for a pet, forever she will never get sore. Her way to supper. Do re mi fa sol la si do, si do. Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy. The girl is hard to get. Shaboopy, shaboopy.
ridiculous. That boy's got the confidence of every kid in this town. By the time our band plays its first concert, you'll be in line waiting to shake his hand.
By the time your band plays its first concert, the individual members will be in wheelchairs. And account for broken legs they'll have from tipping over their bears. And I'll tell you something, my young feathered, never mind! Dixie, give more, call it! I want that spoke rider's credentials and I want him tonight. And don't let him out of your sight. He's slipperier than the Mississippi Skirt. You mean you want him to get his credentials? Get his credentials and get him in jail. I could make myself any plainer if I was a Quaker on his day off.
Professor Hill, I think Mayor shouldn't behave abominably, and I think it was wonderful of you coming to Tommy's defense.
Oh, that was nothing.
Oh, yes, it was.
No, man can't dodge every issue every time a little personal risk is involved. What does the poet say? The coward dies 1,000 deaths, the brave man only 500. Well, I guess he was already pretty mad when he counted his billiard parlor and all. I suppose a recommendation from a musical authority like yourself would help, but I couldn't think of asking you to do a thing like
Why,
that.
Professor Hill,
You would.
I'd be glad to. I only wish I was a little more informed. I've been wanting to talk to you about Winthrop's cornet.
His cornet, mother of pearl keys.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. But you see, he never touches it. Oh, the first week or so, he made a few, experimental blats, you might say.
Yes, blats.
And he sings a minuet and G that almost constantly.
La-di-da, la-di-da.
But he never touches the cornet.
Well,
He says you told him it wasn't necessary.
yeah.
He tells me about some ding system. If he thinks the minuet and G, he won't have to bother with the notes. Now, Professor Hill.
Miss Varian, the ding system is a revolutionary method, I'll admit. So is Galileo's conception of the heavens, Columbus's conception of the egg, globe, and Bach's conception of the well-tempered clavichord. Now, I can't discuss these things here in public, but if you'd allow me to call, what may I call?
Why like this week? Miss Peru, you're well started. You were so dear tonight.
Sorry, Professor, but we got our orders.
We all been deputized. See our badges?
Yes, congratulations. Let's see, now, I just returned from my hotel room. Take me a second.
Sorry, Professor, I'm afraid I'll have to go along with you.
Yes, well, let's see if I have my key. What's this? A testimonial from Madame Redeem, the only female bassoon player ever reached the Red Path Circuit.
Could I
Oh,
see
you'll
that
never-
for a minute, please?
You'll never forget the name. Lyda Rose Quackenbush. Same as the old song. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose.
To get the sun back in the sky.
Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose. I got 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Lyda Rose, now everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Lyda Rose, oh, won't you be
Hill?
Uh-huh. And look, I even have some words left.
Did you have a good time?
Scruntious. And he told me all about his hometown, Gary, Indiana. And he said he'd take me there someday. And he taught me a song that hardly has any S's in it. Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. Let me say it once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Indiana. That's the town of newlyweds. If you like to have a wonderful explanation, how I came on this elegant syncopation, I would say without a moment of hesitation, there's just one place that can light my face. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, Paris, France, New York, or Rome. But Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. If you'd like to have a logical explanation, how I came on this elegant syncopation, I would say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that can light my face. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, Paris, France, New York, or Rome. But Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. I'll be back in a minute. I'm sure Amaryllis, my live frog.
Da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. Leave the dishes, Mama. I'll do them.
Don't you have to get ready for the sociable?
There's time later.
Shouldn't live around here somewhere?
The Shin home is on East Elm. This is West Elm.
Ah, crummy. Ah, I see the piano teacher in town, and you must know about this fella Hill forming the boys' band here.
Yes.
But don't let it worry no more. I got the goods on him in spades. That swindling two-bit thimblehooker. That's why I gotta see Shin. Why the number 8 only makes a 15-minute water stop. But I do sure wish it was 20. Would you like to concentrate 5 minutes on you, girl?
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Cowell, and Bill Salesman. But just now I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from that swindler Hill.
Mr. Cowell, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake my old lady's course cover. That fella's been a raspberry seed in my wisdom just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me, and he's not going to spoil Iowa. Why? What kind of piano teacher are you anyway? You didn't see through him. Why, he's no more professor.
I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director, and his
Wait a
philosophy...
minute. Fine director? Have you heard one note of music out of any band?
No, but I'm...
But nothing, girly girl. He never formed a band in his life, and he never will.
If I could just make you understand.
Oh, yeah, I bet you do. But I gotta catch that train, and I gotta leave these words with Shin.
You'll never make that train at the depot. You'll have to catch it at the crossing.
No, sir, I gotta leave word, and I can see you ain't the one to leave it with.
Wait a minute, Mr. Cowell. You don't know me yet.
Why, is that an invitation?
No, I mean, I don't know you, and...
Yes, I need more time anyway, now that I think about it.
I mean, as well as I'd like to.
No problem there, girly girl.
I never met a man who sells anvils. That's something, well, quite different.
Takes a real salesman, I can tell you that. And bills have a limited appeal, you know. Wait a minute, what am I doing? I'll miss my train and I get fired, and I gotta leave word about that fella Hill.
Leave word with me.
Not on your tin type. How do I know you'll deliver those letters?
Trying. There's your train now. Run for it.
Why, you double-dealing little... Who do you think you're protecting? That guy's got a girl in every county in Illinois. And that's 102 counties. And he's taking it away from every one of them. Why, neither one of you's heard the last of me yet.
I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding. At the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Good evening, Miss Mary Ann. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the the chapel bells chime. Ding dong ding.
Marion, dear. Who's that juiciest? Why, Professor Hill.
Miss Prue at the top of the evening. Miss Marion?
You and Marion come upset. I've got some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Well, I'll put some on.
So is that as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call.
did I? I didn't mean
Miss
anything.
Marion, I'm not saying your invitation hurt anything, but academic enlightenment. The think system. I've been around your house trying to explain it a couple times this week, but there always seems to be people around. Mostly ladies, I thought.
Yes, Mrs. Squires and several of the ladies.
Well, I'm glad. I wouldn't want anybody beating my time. You wouldn't? No, ma'am. Well, it's evidently not the convenient night, so I'll see you at the sociable later.
Professor Hill, is it true that you've had 100... What I'm trying to say is...
Yes?
Is it true that you've developed a think system?
What? A think system. It's really quite simple. As simple as whistling. Now, nobody has to teach you how to use your lips in whistling. Just think the tune here and have it come out clearly here. Now, just try this yourself before you ask any questions.
I take your word.
Could we sit down?
Are all music teachers as dense as I am?
All music teachers?
I dare say you mean dozens, even 100. Have they all been as fascinated as I with the think system?
Some more, some less, actually. You know, one young lady thought the same thing up before I came to her town. She showed me a few refinements.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
Please don't let me keep you, Professor Hill. You must have many more important things to do than to explain the think system to me.
Can't think of one.
And I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
Now say, where did you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Now, Miss Marion, we mustn't believe everything we hear. After all, one even hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle Matty?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me an assured job so Mother Winthrop and I would have some security. Surely you don't
Why,
believe...
of course not. That's exactly what I'm saying. And why do you think people start those rumors?
Narrow-mindedness, jealousy. Jealousy mostly, I guess.
Jealousy mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Nothing about you personally, just generally.
What have you heard generally?
Just that, but of course it stands to reason that disappointment and jealousy can lead to, I mean, take you for instance, your attentions to customers and well, teachers might easily be misinterpreted, mightn't they?
Why?
I mean, now honestly, mightn't they?
Well,
So as you say, if another salesman or someone were jealous, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
okay.
Rumors and things.
Why, of course.
It just proves that you should never believe everything you hear. I mean, if you discuss...
Miss Marion, I would be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you, but couldn't we do it sitting down? You sit, your knees bend and all.
We could sit on the porch steps.
We could also sit in a large hollow log over the footbridge.
Oh, I couldn't. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my
Oh,
life.
just to talk.
I just can't. I have to dress for the sociable.
Well, then meet me there in 15 minutes.
I just can't. Please, some other time. Maybe tomorrow.
Miss Marion, you pile up enough tomorrows, and all you find you have left is a bunch of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I'd like to make today worth remembering.
Oh, so would I.
The footbridge. 15 minutes.
Mama! What? I just told Professor Hill I'd meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Glory be, and the saves me right. It works.
I guess.
I've been using the think system on you from the parlor.
Hey, Greg, the uniforms have arrived. The kids are in them already. Those people are going to be screaming for music for those kids show up at the sociable.
Yeah?
Tom, here's most of the dough. I got Tommy to the left. He's trying to keep the band together at least. Pretend we hold a practice over at the lumberyard.
All right, Morris, get the rig.
I got it.
What time's the break go?
9:40 from the junction.
Well, it's not even 8:30 yet.
Look, you want to turtle whirl around here and get yourself caught in a bunny trap? You go ahead. But now,
Don't worry, I'll meet you in the hotel in plenty of time.
But you said 15 minutes.
I meant that you're about, let's say about 26 years late. Took you all this time to get to the footbridge of the Bella.
If you want to know the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh?
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to find it easier to think clearly was not than to spell of your salesmanship.
Now, Mrs. Marion, surely you don't think I've been selling you
No.
anything.
You've given me something. That's why I decided to come.
I don't recall giving.
Oh, yes, you have. Something beautiful. That's why I came, and I'm glad. Oh, please don't be afraid that I expect too much more. One can't expect a traveling salesman to stay put. I know there could be important calls, there'll be many more. But that's no reason for me not to be grateful for what you have left behind for me.
Mary. There was love all around, but I never heard it sing. No, I never heard it at all, till there was you. Marion? There's some things you don't know about me.
Greg,
I'm expecting cable from Hector Berlioz. This could be it. Now what?
who's the salesman here? Sounds like she's selling and you're buying.
I had to keep her off balance, didn't I? I told you.
Well, she's so far off balance you can't tell her from a cat boat in a hurricane.
Mark, I've come up through the range this skirmish. I'm not resigning that to my commission.
But Greg, you can't get anywhere right out here on the footbridge.
There's a place over at Madison Park near the sociable makes your footbridge look like old ladies' home. Now beat it. Never a peaceful moment in the music business. Now, where were we?
You're about to tell me what I didn't know about you.
Yeah, well, we don't have to go into that just now, do we?
No, we don't. Or ever for that matter, Harold. A librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately, but she did plenty when you first came here.
Oh, about what?
About Professor Hill, Gary, Indiana, Conservatory class of odd 5. Harold, there was no conservatory in odd 5.
Why, there's certain...
Because the town wasn't even built until odd 6.
You knew all the time?
Since July 7th, 3 days after you came. I tore this page out of the Indiana State Journal. It was intended to use against you, but now I give it to you with all my hunt.
But if you knew, why did you? Why, you little. Right behind. Then I took my place as the one and only base, and I ooped up and down the square.
Sweet dreams be yours, dearest dreams they'll be.
With 110 cornets right behind.
I wish they met, I wish they might.
There were hordes of every shape and sweet dreams be yours, dearest dreams there be.
All 110 cornets play the air.
I wish I may, now I wish I might. Now good night, my someone, good night.
Fred, this guy's crazy. He's going all over town. He's spilling everything.
I'll say I'm crazy, missed my train, probably lost my job. But I got you now, Bill, and you'll pay. Why, you'd be in the blink already if I missed that piano teacher. Really gags me around till I couldn't get the hill. Why, that round-heeled doxy hound fizz gig.
Get out of here or I'll kill you, dirty mouth.
Why, you bully, you big blow-off. Why, I'll stay in town till you get yours up, down, through, and sideways. Well, why, you never even knew the territory.
Fred, your stuff's in the alley. Come on, let's get out of here. Let's go.
And grease and earn. Grease and earn. Trickle, trickle, stop! Stop! Listen to this man!
Why, you gullible green grass ghost? Can't you get it through your thick heads? You're being swindled out of your eye tooth. Right now, this second, there's a burglar in the bedroom while you're fiddling in the parlor. I'm talking about Harold Hill, road agent, highwayman, pickpocket.
Pickpocket!
Same thing. Ever since he first came into town, he's had his hand in your wallet. Yours, madame, and yours, little lady. Why, I got more documented evidence here than you'll ever have time to read. There ain't never been no band, there isn't any band, and there never will be any band. And there won't be any Harold Hill either if you don't track him down like a mad dog. He'll be on the next team out of town.
Now will you believe me?
Well, what are we waiting for?
I want my money back.
Money! I want that man's hide! Well, let's go get him! Everybody follow me to the schoolhouse! I want my money back!
Who's ready to go?
Change your mind halfway through this.
There they go.
Marion, I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been?
It's Winthrop. He's run away. Harold, please go. They're even talking about tarring feathers.
I had to see, Marion.
You don't owe me a word. Don't you know that? Not a word. Now, please hurry, please. Winthrop?
Wait a minute here, son.
I'm not your son, Lee.
Not until I talk to you for a minute.
I won't listen. You wouldn't tell
Would
the truth
you?
anyway. Would not.
Would you tell you anything you want to know?
You lead a band.
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty, rotten crook?
Yes.
Then let's go, you big liar.
What's the matter? You want the truth, didn't you? Now you're going to stand here and get it all, so you might as well quit wiggling. First of all, there's two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. I thought so from the start. That's what I wanted you for the band.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
What's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
The other thing isn't any of your business now I think of it.
What? I wish you'd never come to River City.
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, you believe him?
I believe everything he ever says.
But he promised us.
I know what he promised us. The lights, the flags, the symbols, and the colors. It all happened just like he said.
Where was all that?
It and the way every kid in this town walked around all summer and looked and acted, especially you. And the parents, too. Does Mama wish he'd never come to River City?
Well, you do, don't you?
No, I don't, Winthrop. Now, please go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor, hurry up.
Can't go, Winthrop.
Why not?
For the first time, I've got my foot caught in the door. Love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you.
Red, oh, Red, they're here. Come on, that way, come on. Sir, get him. Which is why I interrupted the program at this point. And rest assured, River City citizens, that the snake in our bosom has been misapprehended by this point. Yes. And always remember, River City citizens, I did everything in my power to prevent this mishappening from, happening. Score!
What have you done to get our money back?
Well, they're slippery, and I can't catch up with them.
That first man there $300 on the uniforms this night.
And we haven't even seen them uniforms yet.
Yeah, but score!
I ain't seen any uniform of my boy in after supper.
He's a kidnapper!
It's a fine situation here.
Out! Thank God, out! And it's hard. And if there are those of you, as I've heard, who are collecting feathers and melting tar, I will not say them nay.
I should think there ought to be some of you who could forget your everlasting Iowa stubborn chip-on-the-shoulder arrogance long enough to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Well, do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful to him for what he's brought to River City. And if so, I think you'd want to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of our time here, young miss. If there's anyone here in this hall who does not think this man, Professor Hellhill, should be tarred and feathered, let them stand up. You let me sit down! And all the rest of you standing there, I think you can remember all the money spent on bad instruments, bad uniforms, and instruction books, with a clear understanding and guarantee that your children will be taught to like the band. We'll ask you this. Where is that band? Where is the band?
Think, men.